Inter have won each of the last 3 editions of the EA Sports FC Supercup, and tonight they face newcomers Atalanta in the first semi-final. The league champions meet the runners-up from last season's Coppa Italia, and while Alle do begin tonight's match as underdogs, they are currently top of Serie A and are also the Europa League holders. Inter at full strength, Atalanta going with an experimental lineup. Who will come out on top over the course of 90 minutes? If we don't have a winner after 90 minutes, we'll go straight to penalties. The first of the 2 semi-finals in the EA Sports FC Supercup is just moments away. Inter against Atalanta. Inter have taken this competition very seriously in the past. 3 straight wins in the EA Sports FC Supercup for the Nerazzurri. Whereas Atalanta are involved in this competition for the first time. When they won the Coppa Italia back in the early 60s, this competition didn't exist. And it's only the second year in which we've had a Final Four format. Atalanta qualifying by virtue of reaching last season's Coppa Italia final. Simone Inzaghi is chasing a 6th Supercup of his career. That's why he's named his strongest 11 tonight. It is the same side that won at Cagliari on Saturday. And 8 of the team began August's 4-0 league win over Atalanta. Giampiero Gasperini has decided to use this semi-final to experiment. There are only 5 survivors from the Lazio game. Scalvini starts a match for the first time since June when he did his ACL. There's also a full debut for former Inter trainee Nicolo Zaniolo. That's what they're playing for. Neither team will be able to get their hands on it until Monday night when the final is played. But they can take one step towards that final by winning here tonight. Big night for Zaniolo in particular, and Atalanta as a whole. Did win silverware last year themselves in the Europa League, but domestically are still chasing that all-important trophy. Al Awal Park, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The venue for the first of the 2 semi-finals in the EA Sports FC Supercup. And Inter have been there and done it. They know how to get this competition won. For Atalanta, it's a new sensation. And immediately they have some defending to do because Thuram has got away from Hien. Thuram with a cross. Lautaro Martinez. He'll try again here. And a third time. Mkhitaryan. It's away by Zappacosta. Inter could have easily scored inside a minute there. A mistake from Atalanta defensively. Thuram too quick for Hien. Kosunu did well to block Lautaro Martinez on 2 occasions, and Carnesecchi may well have kept that out. Zappacosta wasn't to know. In by Çalhanoğlu. And what a save from Carnesecchi to keep out Lautaro Martinez. It's a passage of play appreciated by the Inter president Pepe Marotta. But Lautaro is incredulous that he hasn't scored here. Wonderful goalkeeping from Carnesecchi. He's been doing that all season long. In fact, it is a corner. And Inter very nearly scored from the set piece. Bisek rising well. Zappacosta. Derone. Samardzic likes to shoot. Instead he finds Scalvini. Ruggeri with the cross. Brescianini attacked it. And Scalvini had such a big chance because Bastoni headed it towards him. That would have been great news for Gasperini and Scalvini in particular. Lautaro Martinez has a shooting chance, and Di Marco. Carnesecchi with a double save. He is being peppered in the opening 20 minutes. De Vray's ball wasn't particularly well hit. It was Hien who gambled on trying to steal the ball. Neither Lautaro nor Di Marco connected as sweetly as they would have liked, but either way, Carnesecchi still asked to make a couple of saves. Di Marco takes the corner. Thuram's header. Bisek underneath it. Lautaro Martinez. He's missed another one. He has been out of form, but he did score at Cagliari. It's been far from prolific, this campaign, for the Inter skipper so far, but a bit of head tennis there. Thuram for Bisek, and for once, Carnesecchi wasn't getting there. Static, and relieved to see the ball flash wide. Samardzic. Now Derone. Zappacosta. Samardzic. Kosunu. Brescianini with the cross. Zappacosta. Not a bad try. Had to generate the power, tried to glance it with conviction towards the far corner. One back high by Mkhitaryan, and this is Thuram for Lautaro Martinez. It just won't go in at the moment. Atalanta playing with fire there, they nearly got burnt. Good interception from Mkhitaryan. Thuram could have gone himself, instead he unselfishly teed up his skipper. But you do start to wonder, given the form Lautaro's in, and that was a shinner, whether Marcus Thuram, Serie A's leading goal scorer, Bisek. Barella's ball forward, Lautaro Martinez. He's got there. This is Denzel Dumfries. No penalty, says Daniele Chiffi. Ruggeri making the challenge. Inter want the referee to refer this to the video assistant referee, but it will only come if the VAR flags it up. The home crowd booing. There possibly was contact there. Well, in fact, no, it's Dumfries dragging his leg against Ruggeri. Very good decision there from Daniele Chiffi. That is in no way a penalty. No added time at the end of the first half at Al Park. Inter have been wasteful in front of goal. Lautaro Martinez particularly culpable, but Carnesecchi has also produced a string of saves. One notable stop to keep out the Inter captain. Zaniolo hasn't offered a great deal. Best chance for Atalanta was arguably the header from Scalvini, who was unmarked inside the 6-yard box. If Inter are to make it through to Monday's final, they'll need to score in the second half, else we're going to penalties. At the break here, Inter 0, Atalanta 0. A switch for the second half on the way. Mehdi Taremi taking the place of Marcus Thuram for the second period, so he'll go and play up alongside the skipper Lautaro Martinez. Taremi with just the one goal for Inter so far. It came in the Champions League from the penalty spot. How he'd love to double his tally with a potentially pivotal goal this evening. As things stand, we're potentially 45 minutes away from a penalty shootout. Something's got to give between Inter and Atalanta. There has to be a winner this evening, understandably, but there's no extra time. Straight to penalties if the game were to finish level after 90 minutes. And Inter have done much more of the penetrating compared with their opponents. Will Atalanta be brighter in the second half? They were not great in the first. Zaniolo finding a cross. Brescianini went to attack it. Forward by Çalhanoğlu. Bastoni flicks it on. Di Marco now, lovely first touch. Di Marco's shot was deflected, and that's why Inter have a corner. An apologetic hand up for not seeking out his skipper. Di Marco takes the corner. Bisek's header. It's the second time tonight. The referee, I believe, has awarded another corner, even though Inter didn't appeal for it, and the Atalanta players are looking bemused by this decision from Daniele Chiffi. Hien went up with Bisek. Çalhanoğlu takes the corner. Bisek again rising. And in it goes from Dumfries. What a goal that is. Denzel Dumfries producing again in a big match for Inter this season. He seems as surprised as anyone to have scored from that position in that manner. And after just 3 minutes of the second half, Inter do what they didn't manage at all in the opening period. And Dumfries this season has now scored against Juventus, Lazio and Atalanta. Bisek kept it alive. Was there a shove from Dumfries there on Scalvini? Does look that way. Keep an eye there on the Inter number 2. Atalanta want this goal to be ruled out. Daniele Chiffi has initially awarded it, but surely that challenge there from the Dutchman on Scalvini will warrant a review from Rosario Abisso. Scalvini made the most of it, but Inter were away celebrating. Edison. Lookman comes short. Lookman nearly got away from Bisek. Now Inter will try and spring forward on the counter. Mkhitaryan, Barella, into Di Marco. Taremi calling for it. Hien needs to get there. Dumfries! The one-man show from the Dutchman. The first finish was acrobatic. The second is devastating. And Denzel Dumfries has decided to play centre forward tonight for Inter. He's always had an eye for goal, but I don't remember a performance like this from the Inter wing-back. It looked like the chance had gone. Di Marco seeking out Mehdi Taremi. Hien didn't get it clear, nor did Kosunu. And Dumfries has crashed it in off the underside of the crossbar. They've scored some good goals recently, Inter, and that's another one to their collection. The power he has generated with the side foot there. A rocket with the instep. Too high for Taremi. Di Marco, they're queuing up, and Lautaro unhappy that Bisek was in front of him. Palestra losing out. Di Marco, this is surely the third. Lautaro Martinez. There's Carnesecchi again, making miraculous stop after miraculous stop. Ademola Lookman. Edison, cleverly done. Lookman and De Ketelaere. How well did Carlos Augusto do? And it's in though. Atalanta do have a goal back, and it's Edison who takes the applause. De Ketelaere possibly being offside in a prior phase of play leading up to Edison's finish. Watch De Ketelaere as he plays it there. Touch and go is what the fourth official, Luca Zufferli, is saying. And the goal is indeed ruled out for offside. He was offside here, marginally. Taremi holding it up. Edison fouled him. This is Carlos Augusto playing right wing. He waits for Lautaro Martinez. Great work from Palestra. De Ketelaere. Palestra has been bright since coming off the bench. That's a clever ball for Derone. Brescianini now, trying to turn away. Struck it with power, he gets a corner. In by Zappacosta, Jim City! And Lookman, double save this time from Sommer, who's been a spectator all night, but he has come big there with some fabulous reflexes. It looks like Inter will go away with a clean sheet. It looks like Inter will finish tonight as victors, but this could have been a very different situation. Jim City kept out by Sommer. The first save was not the best, the second was excellent. Hien losing out to Mkhitaryan. Is there time for a third? Lautaro Martinez. Mkhitaryan for Lautaro. He can play in Taremi. Lautaro, though, wants a goal himself. He's getting greedy now. He's becoming desperate. Six out of minutes have been played. A double from the Dutchman, Denzel Dumfries, in the second half here at Al Awal Park. Sees Inter through to another Super Cup final. They kept a clean sheet as well after a bit of a scare when it appeared Edison had scored to halve the deficit. Carnesecchi kept out plenty of shots, otherwise Inter could have run away with it this evening. But they underline their dominance over Atalanta. 7 straight wins across all competitions against La Dea now. And Inter will have the chance to make it 4 in a row against the winners of Juventus and Milan. They play tomorrow, the finals on Monday. We'll leave you with the final score. It is finished Inter 2, Atalanta 0.